Hello and welcome back to the SOMNIUM Files, Nirvana Initiative. So, in the last one, we learned a lot. We got the Kizuna and Leon ending, where they eloped, basically, which apparently was a good idea because her dad hired like 50 or 80 or 100,000 gangsters to attack us when she wasn't even kidnapped or anything. So, he's not a great guy. So, elope, please elope. That was my idea. But then we went back in time. First, we learned the masked woman's identity from that. And then, after that, we went back in time, and we went back through Leon's other Somnium option, and learned what Gen was up to, and what was in his freezer. But actually, before both of that, during the Kizuna ending, we also learned who the Terror is. I almost forgot to mention that. So we learned who the Terror is. We learned who the masked woman is. We learned what's in Gen's freezer. I've got... that's not up to date. Hold on. That's wrong. I had the wrong one for this episode. Bam. We learned everything that I've been wondering, except for who Mizuki's parents are, what Shoma's planning, and what Amame is hiding / protecting, which I hope we're going to figure out the Amame thing in this episode. Kind of seems like we might, based on her being here and everything kind of being out in the open right now. It's a possibility. I don't know. But, yeah, so we learned a bunch of stuff there, and now we were attacked. Date saved us by getting porno mag powers, of course, and we ran away. Oh yeah, boss called the SWAT team on us. Well, on Gen, which is really weird. That is also a big point to bring up. Yeah, don't know why she did that. Disarming a military base alone was crazy, I remember that, but I don't remember which one was impish, and we need impish, so let me just, light novel. Impish, talent is everything. Overflowing, talenty. There's no way we don't get Mama if this thing is really backwards, like I think it is. The thing said, if you do full crazy or brave and end up with pewter, to switch it, to do impish instead. So, that's what I'm going to try. I guess wall? It's just a wall. There's really nothing in this room at all. This whole thing's a wall. It's Super Pervert Detective Date. Oh my, Mame. It's the real Genny.
Day of the explosion at the cathedral, I was captured by terror.
What? Were you okay?
If I wasn't, I wouldn't be here now. When I came to, I didn't know where I was. I don't know why Terror captured me. I wasn't sure if he was going to torture me for information and confidential police secrets, or maybe he just wanted someone to play backgammon with. Anyway, I was held there for a whole day. Then, a white snake slithered into the room. When I saw that, I felt my power churning inside of me.
Your porno mag power that awakened from the white snake?
And that's how I was able to break out of the room I was being held in.
Wait. What's this about a snake?
Oh, the snake? I'll tell you about it some other time.
Oh, right. He only talked about that in Ryuki's optional thing for Shoma's ending. So, canonically, I don't think Mizuki's actually heard it. What happened after?
I had lost my memory, actually. I think when the ceiling collapsed, something fell on my head. I had completely forgotten that I'm a special agent at Abyss. After I escaped, I wandered around the country. I had no memories, so I took on day labor jobs. Before coming back here, I worked at a hot springs in Atami.
So you were there. I really should have drowned him.
Oh my god. So You lost your memory again and wandered aimlessly again. Kind of again. I mean, the sync machine was the problem before, but... Did you get it back?
Yeah, I've got it back now. It was a few days ago when I saw the news about the stadium. February 10th. Jin Furroway's left half being found. At that moment, I remembered everything. About my past, the HB case, everything. But I didn't return to Abyss right away. I decided to start my own investigation.
Why?
I thought there might be something fishy about Abyss. I thought maybe terror was involved somehow.
I almost asked him how it would be even possible, but I stopped myself. Yeah, something fishy about Abyss, huh? It was Boss who sent the SAT. Yeah,
So
I'm...
that's why you didn't contact us until now.
I'm sorry for not telling you right away.
I am actually oh wait, let me back out so I don't screw this up. I'm actually suspicious of her. She's been acting weird since the beginning of the game. In the 6 years Date spent wandering, he had a silicone mask off. After getting his memory back, he started using it again. His reasoning was a hostess girl at Naka Meguro remembers this face. Ah, okay, sure. Whatever you want. Why were you taking on Gen's appearance?
I knew that Horodori Institute and NICE were involved with the HB case. Gen had connections with Horodori Institute and his acquaintances with Tokiko. So I asked Gen to let me borrow his appearance and his name. I thought it would make it easier for me to investigate Horodori Institute and NICE.
You didn't refuse, Genny?
I can't say no to Date.
Have we ever met him as... When we thought it was Gen and it was him, though? Oh, right. So these past few days, were you Genny, Date?
No, I wanted to investigate something else. So I wasn't Gen the whole time.
Yesterday, or technically 2 days ago now, the 13th, that was actually me.
It's okay, Amame. I made an oath. I will protect you with my life. So don't you worry about a thing.
So at least the balloon thing was definitely... That was Genny. That was not Date. In post-balloon thing, that was him too. I don't remember when we met him before that. Any progress?
I know that NICE is trying to do something crazy, but I still haven't been able to find terror. The only real lead I have is the body that was found at Brahmin. But I don't know who it is or how it got there. I wanted to ask Gen about it.
Corpse?
That corpse. I carried it to the freezer. I locked it and threw the key into the ocean.
Where did you find the corpse?
I can't tell you. Even if it means getting arrested, I can't tell you.
So he was lying. Oh man, I believed you.
It's okay, Genny.
Amame.
Oh, he's lying for her.
Yeah.
No, Amame!
I'm sorry for all the trouble I've caused, Genny. I can't take it anymore. I asked Genny to carry the corpse to Brahmin 6 years ago and hide it in the freezer.
But why?
That body. My father found it.
Yonoharu Enda?
Mizuki, you know? Did Shoma tell you?
Yeah.
Assuming her story is true, that aligns with Terror's diary. The person who took the corpse really was Yonoharu Enda, aka Andy's Komeiji. That's how and why he became a target.
Okay. How did she end up with the body? How did she know? Well, why did he steal the corpse?
My father had a huge debt. He borrowed money from bad people. They told him,
Listen, Andy's Komeiji. Your dear little boy is in elementary school, isn't he? If you don't pay the money you owe in 1 month, we're taking him and selling him overseas. Am I clear?
He was gonna blackmail Terra for money?
Yes. When he found the body, he was really drunk. He saw Jin Furue's body at the studio. And then, early the next morning, he found the other corpse at the rooftop amusement park. He told me something came over him, and he just did it.
So they do talk. It's just weird. That one scene you could not... There was no hint that, like, he acknowledged that that's his daughter. Huh. How'd you end up with the body?
6 years ago on the 11th, my father called me home. The floorboards were overturned, and in the floor was the suitcase. Shomo wasn't home at the time. My father was just standing there. No expression.
The corpse was in that suitcase?
Yeah. I think after he sobered up, he realized the mistake he made. He didn't know what to do, so he called me.
What happened next?
He told me everything that he did.
Oh my god! You're so stupid, you know that? You're like the stupidest bottom-feeding dad ever!
I'm sorry.
Sorry isn't going to fix this!
It's fine. I'll take care of it.
So you took the body to Gen's place?
Yes. So Genny did nothing wrong. I asked him to do it.
Amame.
He did lie, but...
Okay, I get it. Genny was staying quiet to protect you, Mame. But I need to know more. I want to ask one more thing. It's...
We can continue this later. This
Oh,
is an
come on.
emergency. The building has been surrounded.
What?
It can wait. I don't see anything terrifying out here.
Thanks for the show. A true monster, just like the rumors. It was quite the spectacle. But enough is enough. Our team is equipped with live rounds. Please surrender, or else...
Or else what? You gonna shoot us to death? I'd like to see you try.
Mizuki, you're being irrational. What are you planning?
She doesn't have to. She clearly knows that no one can even hit them.
I'm going to stun grenade them and get past them while they're immobilized.
Are you serious? Even if you get past them, what will you do after that? Do you plan on running away forever? All four of us?
Mizuki, I agree with Aiba. There's no point trying to fight our way out of this. We should just raise the white flag.
So many
Okay.
dots here. I have a feeling this episode is going to be dots. And that's it. Uh-oh.
Mommy! Run, Genny!
Amame!
Don't be stupid!
Oh.
Mommy.
Drop your gun!
Amame!
Genny!
If that's how it's gonna be, I'll create an opening for you. Amame, you run through it, okay?
Wait! Genny!
Ah!
You're both just...
Detain him!
Ah! Ah! Ah!
Stop! Genny didn't do anything wrong! He's a kind person! He didn't do anything wrong! This is all my fault! Stop!
Open fire!
Oh.
Amame, are you okay?
Yes, but Genny here.
Don't you worry about me. As long as you're okay. That is...
Genny!
As sad as it is, I don't understand why they chose to do this.
Genny! Genny! Stay with me!
Amame, I have a favor to ask. Can you sing me that song?
What song?
The flower that blooms in snow.
Late at night, I get a call from you. Satellites circle and fade from view. My voice wavers and my words fail me. So I sing in the dark. The shadows settle in. We embark, but cannot see a thing. Rejoice, you're not alone. You are renewed. Everyone is here with you.
Pretty good voice acting there.
Amame, I don't think I can talk much longer, so I wanted to tell you something.
Oh shit, you're letting me look around. This makes no sense. I don't mean to the fact that I'm like not like this isn't getting to me at all. And none of the choices anyone made here makes any sense to me. Like he ran out to create an opening for her. She didn't run. He came back and protected her, and then he got shot, and now they're just letting us talk. It feels random. Like it was just written to kill Gen for some reason. You know? It's just hard to know what I'm understanding here.
I liked you as a friend. At least, that's what I told myself. But I truly loved. I just couldn't accept it. Even after I realized it. I acted like a friend. Treated you almost like a daughter. That's how I acted around you. It was the first time in my life I felt like this. I didn't know what to do.
Genny, you're so cute.
What about me is cute? I'm as rugged as my name suggests.
But I like that about you. I like how big and strong you are. Just being near you makes me feel safe.
That would change real quick if I took off my mask.
No, that's not true. I think your face is nice too. I like you whether or not you have a mask on.
She probably likes me as a friend. Or maybe it's something more childish, like her stuffed animal or pet. But I was okay with that, as long as it meant being with her. And then she came to me for help. The situation was dire, but it made me so happy. But it was fleeting. I knew nothing would come of it. I am hideous after all. Oh God, how could you be so cruel? I wish I never realized how I truly felt. Nothing happens, nothing's there. I wanted to live a plain, dull life. I wanted to die quietly, alone. And now, everything that's hurt me before means nothing. Everything that's hurt me before is nothing compared to the hurt I feel now. Oh God, why are you so cruel to me? She'll never love me. She's precious, pure, innocent, and beautiful. Why did you have to show her to me, God?
Oof.
I resent you, Creator. I curse you for this terrible fate you've given me. No. No, I can't. That's not the truth. I am grateful to God. I met you. My fate was meeting you.
Kenny!
Mame. I am truly happy.
No. Kenny, you're kidding, right? No. No! Kenny! Kenny!
You're not gonna ending me here, are you? If I see credits, I'm gonna be very confused. Okay. I mean, it was sweet. I get it. It just, I can't tell what their choice of writing was there. Like, what were they trying? It's like they couldn't figure out how to end this more realistically, I guess. Like, at least make Amame try to be running away. Like, all of us trying to be running or something, and then, like, they're like, stop, don't move or I'll shoot, and then Gen runs in front and blocks the bullet. But, like, some of that just, it threw me off, and it, like, took me out of the moment for a minute there. It was just so unrealistic that it made no sense, and it brought me out of it. But overall, the actual, you know, the actual, like, feelings he had and stuff and he was conveying at the end, I like that. And it was really well done. It's just not how I would have pictured it in any fashion. Yeah, because, like, I don't know. Is that weird? Am I making sense? Does it seem, am I crazy for thinking that? Like, it just felt like we walked out of the building, we got surrounded. We were supposed to surrender, but we didn't. No, we did surrender. But then he said he created an opening. She didn't run. He got shot trying to protect her after she shot the gun instead of running. I don't know. It felt a little weird. Anyways, we're gonna move on now. Wait, was that a new song? Did I just skip a new song? Gen and Amame route end. Yeah, it just felt so weird. But that was required to unlock this. And that's the thing, like, another reason this isn't as sad is I know this isn't the true timeline, so Lien and Kizuna are fine in this timeline. Kizuna's missing still here. Gen is fine. Date is not dressed up as Gen right now, so the masked woman is fine, and there's a chance that Mizuki has the heart condition here, as far as we know. I really wish I could get some. I can't open the files or anything yet. Let me just take a moment. Okay, So I took like a 20-minute-ish just time to sit here, and I talked to a friend because I was really curious about because I felt like I didn't really feel anything here, and I was wondering if that was just a thing that they felt too. And according to my friend, a lot of people agree that this just felt so random, so out of place, so weird. So I'm not alone there at the very least. I don't know how everyone feels, especially since I'm apparently one of the few, I'm in the minority of people who like Gen and Amame. I don't like that Gen always hides stuff from us, simply to protect her, but you know, whatever. I'm apparently one of the only people who likes Lien too, despite, you know, I mean, I can see why people don't like him. It's very clear, like, don't support stalking, don't support that at all. You know, it's weird, but it's an anime, you know, kind of relationship. I would never, if I saw this in real life, I'd be like, dude, get away, get away from her. What are you doing? But it's a totally different story in a game, and I don't know. I just like him. I think he's a dorky character. And I also really like Gen. I don't know how I feel about Amame. She's kind of crazy. I think she's kind of lost it. I don't know. It's hard to tell what's going on with her. I still feel like there's a lot missing from her story, so I don't know. Gen also, I feel like there's a little missing there, so hopefully we get some answers here. We know what she was hiding now, trying to protect. No, we don't. No. I thought we did. But the whole thing she's trying to hide is she mentioned, I have to obey. That's a completely different thing. That has nothing to do with the freezer. Yeah. Oh. Okay, we don't know what Amame's hiding. Okay, we're going back to this now, and I have no idea. Mizuki needs to get to the hospital. That's all we know. Marble bar and fortune telling? Last what? Is this the end of the game?
Oh, you came. Good. Want something to drink? With water? On the rocks? You don't have to be shy. It's on me.
Okay.
It's such a bizarre case, the HB serial killings. That being said, the facts are fairly straightforward. Pointing out a culprit can't be too hard. Do you already know? Terror. Who are they, really?
We're not Mizuki right now. We can't be. Who are we? Because there would be Tama's room if we were Ryuki. Well, maybe not, because, you know, we don't know who we are right now. I'm guessing. The fact that they didn't say a word makes me feel like we're not playing as Mizuki or Ryuki right now. Are we Date? Is Date back? I would love to play as Date. Please? What cliche line do you want to say? See you in hell was crazy, I think. You know, I'm going hardcore imp, no matter, even if we've already got it. Cliche. See you in hell is impish. Okay. You can talk to maid sideburns? Amazing. That makes no sense. I don't know what you're going for here. We can't even look around. We can't examine everything. Okay. We're either Date or we're just the player talking to Mama with no one else in the room. Are we just the player? Who is Terror? Mama.
You got me. I wanted to slurp on the juices of young men, which is why I sliced them in half. Oh, come on, there's no way. Besides, Komeiji and Chikara are not young. Care to give a more serious answer?
What does that have to do with it? Oh, of young men. Tokiko.
I see. She was involved in the HB case, but I don't think she did the deed.
I'm just hearing dialogue. Jin. Definitely Jin and not Uru.
Why would it be Jin? He was the first victim.
Fine.
Right. Uru. We know he killed at least 3 people. Jin Furuwe, Chikara Horadori, Andes Komeiji. But why did he kill them? What was his goal?
Wait, what about Tokiko? Okay. To get revenge would apply to all 3 of them, so that is more than likely actually correct. Instead of this Nirvana Initiative stuff, I feel like it was legit revenge. To build schools in Africa,
He wasn't some noble philanthropist. That has nothing to do with anything.
For personal enjoyment, obviously.
I don't think Uru had that kind of hobby.
How do you know? For the Nirvana Initiative.
That's right.
Shit.
The Nirvana Initiative. The loony plan to have humans reach moksha.
I mean, the people that they just chose right here, all 3 of these were revenge possible kills. He stole something. Jin is the real son of Tokiko, which, you know, made him upset. Well, that's not really revenge. Chikara is an asshole, and he wanted revenge on him. I guess it was wrong, though.
That's why Uru killed the 3 of them. We can put aside the little details for now. The most concerning aspect of the whole thing is the time difference. The left and right sides of the victims were found 6 years apart. Regarding the first victim, the facts are already in. 6 years ago, on February 10th, Jin Furuwe's body fell from the ceiling of Devaita. And this year, 5 days ago, also on the 10th...
That's Uru's body.
Uru Somizuki's left half was found at the stadium, not Jin's. Plastic surgery and complete organ transplants. It fooled the investigators into thinking they were the same person. But what about the other victims? Chikara, Komeiji, Tokiko. How do you explain those 3?
Chikara literally had icicles on half of his body. He was frozen. He had to have been.
You have good intuition. You might already know.
The timeline was not in the correct order? What? Oh, wait, what? What? Because Tokiko made miracles happen.
You've been brainwashed.
Oh.
You can't be taking Tokiko seriously, honey. It's all a lie. Probably.
Professor Brown created a time machine.
Who is Professor Brown? Could you please not introduce a new character out of nowhere?
I mean, there's still 2 question marks in my appendix. Or 1. I have no... They were hallucinating, clearly.
No, not hallucinations. The right and left half of their bodies were found. No doubt about that.
Are you literally fourth-walling me here? Are you telling me the timeline itself isn't in the correct order?
Right. In other words, it's not like that. It's like this. This is the timeline that you actually experienced. The
What?
red and blue lines are intertwined, almost like DNA. You started on the red line from the top, and then followed the blue line, which led you to this point.
Okay. What?
You've traversed 4 X's. The left side is 6 years ago, and the right side is this year. To make things easier, we'll call the left side past, and the right side present. In other words, you came here, jumping back and forth between past and present, a day at a time, all to end up here. Now do you understand? Chikara's right half was found the night of the 11th, in the past. His left half was found the next morning. Komeji's right half was found on the 13th. His left half was found the next morning at 6 a.m. 6 years have passed, and now we're here.
Okay.
In the present, Tokiko's right half was found on February 12th. The next day, a little past midnight, her left half was found in the basement of Horodori Institute. Long story short, the left and right halves weren't found 6 years apart. They were all found soon after each other. Nothing supernatural here.
No. No, there are many what? There are so many things I have questions on if this is how no. Are you trying to confuse me? What about all the investigating we did that literally led us to these locations 6 years later where Ota has poofy mop hair and he did not have poofy mop hair when he gave us the clues in the past? No, that doesn't add up. I know that's like a really random example, but my brain is exploding, so imploding, one of the two. Oh, you're gonna fix it for me now? True flowchart. Oh. Okay. Okay, let me think. So we can switch between the game flowchart and the true flowchart. Wait, what are you calling the other one? Original. Present. Present? Present. Yeah, these two things both didn't Wait. Wait, where was this 6 years ago, though? Oh? Alright, so this is all... Oh my god, it's all over the place. Present, 6 years ago. But this is 6 years ago. Wait. Are you telling me Mizuki was looking for balloons 6 years ago when she's 18? Or not? Like, the way this is listed. What? Alright, continue. I'm confused.
Anyway, that's just my genius analysis. Oh, but I know what you're gonna say. There's still tons of things that can't be explained, right? Especially who killed Uru and Tokiko.
That's actually the least of my worries.
Jin, Chikara, Komeiji. It was Terror, Uru, who sliced these 3 in half. But then Uru was killed in the present, February 10th. Tokiko's body was found after that. So who killed Uru and Tokiko? Well, I'm sure this mess will be cleared up soon. By Mizuki, her friend, and by you, Freyr.
That's me.
So anyway, good luck with the rest of your investigation.
Wait, what's the nil number?
You on.
I need the nil number. Damn it.
Huh? Who was I just talking to? Maybe I've had a bit too much to drink. It's awfully cold tonight.
That broke my brain. I can't, I physically can't tell what's going on. Like, I'm trying so hard, but I can't figure out. Hi.
Hey, about Kizzy. Are you sure she's okay?
Don't worry. I made sure she's fine.
Kizuna went missing. Last night around 11 o'clock, Richi Chieda, her father, contacted me. Aiba and I started our search for Kizzy. And after a while, I got a phone call. It was from her. She told me to meet her here at Iowan.
So, that makes us sisters?
We're not the same age, but we're like identical twins. We
Huh?
have almost the same genes.
That's crazy. I'm a copy of you.
Don't say it like that.
But I'm your clone, right?
Technically, yes. But our DNA isn't exactly the same. My genome was rearranged. Your DNA was modified on top of that, which is why you don't have the symptoms I have. Basically, you're an upgrade. The perfect version of me.
What about the heart thing?
Don't say it like that.
I'm sorry. I'm taking so long in this, but I'm like literally, uh-oh. Right, we're on the... Wait, even the original flowchart is all mixed up. Oh no, it's just these things are tacked onto the side. I see. Yeah, no, I don't need to do that. We'll keep it how they set it up, because I really need to understand this, but I wanted to look at summary. What? What? I don't know what's going on with the summary here, but that's not what I was expecting. I was wondering if they were going to be like, okay, but they took Mizuki to the hospital, turns out she's fine, and then, yeah, then we met up after or something. But no, we just went from a heart attack to sitting on a bench. I have to look around. I have to. Is Aiba even with me? Is she on right now? I mean, my eye was yellow, so... yeah, there's nothing. Okay. My older sister? Technically, she's the original that I was based off of, but I don't want to think about it like that. She's more of my big sister by proxy. Why were you hiding your identity?
If I revealed myself to you, you would want to know everything. And one way or another, you'd find out. You'd find out that your genes were spliced. That your real parents aren't Renju and Shoko. I didn't want you to end up like me. I wanted you to live a normal life. As normal as possible anyway. Get a normal job, a normal husband, get married, start a family, live happily ever after. A life like that. But if I showed up, I would ruin all that. That's what I thought, at least.
I see. But why didn't you tell me 7 years ago in November? I was already well on my way to an abnormal life at that point.
Maybe that's true.
I was raised here too?
Yeah, the same as me. When I was 6, you were born at Horadori Institute and sent here. I'm guessing they thought it was too difficult to raise you at the Institute. I remember the day you arrived like it was yesterday. You were still a baby. But the moment I saw you, I got this feeling. I started bawling my eyes out. The people at the facility didn't know we were related. Makes sense. They were told we were from 2 different places. But we're both named Mizuki, and we looked really similar. So to make it easier, everyone started calling me Big Sis. They called you Mizuki.
What happened after I arrived?
They took me to Horodori Institute every so often for examinations. Well, I say examinations. I mean human experiments. I don't think you remember, but they did terrible things. I remember getting shots with needles as big as boba straws. My time with Horodori Institute ended when I was 9, and you were 3. It shut down and we were finally free. That's about the time you were adopted by the Okiura family. But me? Well, I told you about me, right?
You were blind in one eye and had a heart condition.
Right. So it was hard to find a family who would take me. Ultimately, it was Mr. Chieda, the chairman.
So when you were 9, you were adopted by...
The Chiedas. I spent the next 6 years there. Up until I was 15. I lived under the same roof as Kizuna.
I see. That's why she called me Big Sis.
Interesting. What about after that?
You said something about an eccentric woman?
Yeah, I was adopted by her.
Do you mean...
Shizue Kuranushi. Boss.
When did I call this? It was back when she was laying on Hifumi's couch, and I'm like, what if that's Boss's daughter? I knew it.
Which is why my name is Mizuki Kuranushi now. You think that sounds kinda lame, huh?
No, it's not that.
God damn it. That was a random ass guess too, but I figured if they were gonna make everyone relevant, they would, her daughter would be involved in the story somehow, so.
You know how we're stronger than everybody else? Maybe she thought I'd come in handy.
So she wanted to make you work for her.
I don't know if that's the truth, but that's what she told me. Boss taught me how to fight. After she adopted me, she trained me hard every day. 6 years ago, when I was 18, I was hired as a top-secret member of Abyss. Boss wanted someone who she could rely on. Someone who would never betray her. She trusted me to handle the most sensitive situations. Basically, I'm like a ninja. Well, a kunoichi. Which is why my existence at Abyss had been hidden. The only people who know are Boss, Pewter, and Ryuki.
Ryuki? Why?
I wonder.
Yeah, seriously, why Ryuki? Huh, about 6 years ago.
It's like I told you. I want to know who did this to me. I know that Chikara was the mastermind, but I want solid proof. That's why I was investigating him and his institute. But then, out of the blue, he gets killed. That's why I started following the HB case.
Asked her about what happened back then. She told me the details of what happened on the 12th and 14th. The 12th. Yeah. Oh shit, I can't go back and look at... That was on the blackboard, right? On the 12th, we found the Terrace Challenge, the balloons. Then we went into Gen's memory. We went down into there. The 14th, we found his left half. Okay, and Ryuki. And Ryuki didn't seem crazy here, which was also a thing.
What you have seen and heard cannot be shared with anyone. If you do, I will kill her. I have an abundant amount of money. Even if I were to die, the assassins I've hired would still find her.
I see. That's why you didn't talk about what happened 6 years ago. But I think it's okay to start talking now. Why? I was able to freeze all of Terror's hidden accounts. We don't need to worry about any assassins anymore.
Wait. Wait, were we playing as this Mizuki? No. No, that doesn't make sense.
Aiba, you don't remember anything from February 6 years ago, do you? I do not. My body was destroyed in the explosion at the cathedral. The Abyss communication network was also offline, so there was no backup taken.
Boss did that on purpose.
By the way, I'm curious. Why were we given the same name?
I don't know. Maybe they didn't really care about the name.
But wouldn't that make it harder to tell us apart at the Institute?
I don't think they had any trouble. We had code names at Horadori Institute. I was Mouse, and you were Rabbit. And you remember what they called us at Iowan, right?
You were Big Sis, and I was Mizuki.
Yeah.
Is that what I called you?
No. You were still little. You couldn't talk much. You just called me BB.
BB?
Yeah.
BB, huh?
Anyway, we've already spent enough time here. We shouldn't be wasting time like this.
Good point. There's still tons we don't know about the HB case.
Follow me. I want to show you something. Huh? What is it?
Oh, no. It's nothing. Let's go, BB.
Uh-oh. What's better than calling her Mizuki? That would be very confusing. Okay.
What the fuck? This is information overload. My brains are gonna flow out of my ears.
Jeez, just relax.
I can't just relax. What is this corpse doing here? And why are Kizzy and Leon here? Oh, and most importantly, who the hell is this?
What? Isn't it obvious?
Wait, you're that stupid porno mag collecting old man.
No.
Yes.
Why are you dressed like that? Where is Genny? What are you doing here? And one last thing. Where have you been the past 6 years? Why didn't you try to contact me?
I'm sorry, Mizuki.
Okay, so she's just making fun. I thought she actually didn't know Date. She was just joking, right? I'm pretty sure. That was the perfect line, though. Perfect line to sum up this whole episode so far.
I think I kind of get it. 6 years ago, Date lost his memory when the ceiling collapsed on him.
Then he got captured by Terror but managed to escape.
And he's been wandering the Earth for the past 6 years.
5 days ago, on the 10th, he heard the news about Jin's body being found.
And finally got his memory back.
That's right.
Still wearing Gen's suit. Hold on, before that, can I actually...
What the fuck? This is information overload. My brains are gonna flow out of my ears.
That's this whole episode. I swear, that is this whole episode. My voice reaches Date's brain right now. That's because there is a reception device in his left side. We know that. You can mute me by turning it off, but that's a real hassle, so it's still on. Is the same for Mizuki. That Mizuki. She hears my voice too. Mizuki Kuranushi is kind of long. I'll just call her BB. What? Oh, I guess it's just a general device, so you can hear Aiba. Anyone can hear Aiba. I was like, why does she have the Aiba receiver? But it's an Abyss receiver, basically. Let me get this out of the way. I am shit. I'm still going for impish. Hold on. God damn it. Otaku. Oh, that's not actually listed. Mecha. Akihabara is impish. I have 18. 18 impish. If I don't get this, that's just crazy. I think they're probably going to explain at some point in like a clear timeline of what's going on. But I need another few minutes. That whole Mama revelation with the flowchart swap, it's really cool, but it would be way cooler if I understood it. So I'm just going to sit and think for a minute. All right. Whoa, did I hit back? I did not. Oh, god damn it, I hit that again. I'm going back to the flowchart. I know this seems like a ridiculous thing to take time to do, but I'd rather not be confused, and I know some other people probably might be confused, so we're gonna kind of go through this flowchart together really quickly to get an idea here. Now, the thing is, both of these are listed here, saying 6 years ago and present. So, 6 years ago, at the studio, it was found, and it even mentions here, you find the other half 6 years later. And why 6 years later? So Jin was killed 6 years ago, and his other half didn't appear until later. But the present half body here is not him. That is Uru, which you don't really need to think about. That this is past and then present, and then this is present with us going into Ryuki's mind to figure out what he learned from Studio Devaita, I think, instead of what we thought, which was I don't know. He maybe he went crazy, but it was only temporary. I don't know. Either way, these both say present, and then we go to 6 years ago. 6 years ago, okay, we basically went around talking to people as Ryuki. We investigated Chikara, and then we found his dead body 6 years ago. The thing is, the Mizuki thing comes back here. So 6 years ago, after we found the left half of the body for Chikara, the next day we found the right half. And they might have actually not mentioned this during the investigation. Like, we had no idea this was 6 years ago. We had no idea. The thing is, Mizuki is, she's older. She looks older here. Then again, were we playing Mizuki or were we playing Mizuki? BB. I'll call her BB. I have a feeling anytime it shows Mizuki here and says 6 years ago, Aiba was in BB's left eye socket and lost her memory because, you know, the backup wasn't saved. So she didn't know she was in the other Mizuki. Maybe? I don't know. Then we went in again 6 years ago. We broke into the Institute and found... Yeah, this is the part where it gets confusing. We broke into the Institute and found nothing? Because... Then you go to the present, and we found Tokiko's body. No. What do we break into the Institute for? They find a hidden staircase that leads to the hidden room in Horadori. But if you're going to continue like this is 6 years ago, continuing down here... What the hell did they find here? Did they go back to the hidden room and find it later? Because this is the present. 6 years later, they find Tokiko. I don't know. Either way, then we have Komeiji, who we sink into, and then later find out he stole something. And after we found out he stole something, we find him dead at the studio. And then find his other half as probably BB and not Mizuki, because this doesn't make sense visually if that really was her, on the stage. Then we go to the terror thing. Then we sync with the terror 6 years ago, who was BB, because the heart condition makes sense now. Why, like, at the end of this, she freaked out and like, Also, the way she was talking to Date back then makes me think that she didn't actually know Date on a personal level. I didn't even think about that. They were kind of talking in a way that could have been ambiguous there. So that would have happened 6 years ago. And then we've been sitting here for 6 years. And Mizuki, what did Mizuki do last? Mizuki saw the rehearsal. And then we talked to the masked woman after. That is all we've done as like current Mizuki. Ryuki did all this stuff in between. So Ryuki is okay. He's not hallucinating. He's not having crazy nonsense go on. He must be okay. He just had like a few crazy moments during past Mizuki times. I assume. I'm trying to piece it together, and I'm trying to convey it in a way that makes a little bit of sense. Apparently this happened 6 years ago too, during the explosion, and that happened to actual Mizuki, not BB. She lost her eye there and got Aiba. There's so much. I really hope that they do a thorough explanation of this, but I wanted to get a good grasp of it because I can see it making sense. It's just really hard to look at this and say, oh yeah, I get your twist. This I saw this coming. This makes sense. There's just something about it it requires like too much effort to like understand, you know? So yeah, what was that, like 6-7 minutes that I spent on there? But I still don't fully get it, but I think I have a better grasp. Everything is insane though. Are we gonna... I don't think we're in meme mode anymore. Like, why would we be? Her mind is just gone. My mind is just gone. Breezer? There's a body inside. Yeah, no, we're good. All right, who do we talk to first? Kizzy, my original stupid perverted porno mag collecting old man, also my adoptive father. Yeah, see, she's actually bringing it up like that when I think in the past, if we were playing as her, this would have just been porno collecting old man, you know. Why are you here?
There's a reason I'm here with Kizzy. I got a call from my old pal Date.
I asked him to unlock something for me.
Are you talking about the freezer?
No, I got that open on the 13th.
It was a different lock this time.
Anyway, that is when we met with Date and the woman he was with.
The woman? I was there too.
Okay. What time is it?
Why do you ask?
No reason.
It is currently 4:25 a.m. Daybreak is close.
About BB?
I've known her for a long time. She's a former coworker from back when I was doing bad stuff. Back then, I used to call her Quartz.
Hey, don't just blurt that out.
Mizuki's name comes from crystal. The kanji for crystal can be read as Mizuki.
Crystals are the solid form of silicon dioxide, a mineral. Most often recognized as quartz.
Wait, so you were in a thieves guild, BB?
The snow isn't letting up.
Don't change the subject.
That is a clever way to do a nickname, though. Because Mizuki also mentioned he was named after Crystal, because from the crystal fortune-telling balls. I heard you went missing.
I am a little embarrassed to admit this, but Leon and I plan to elope.
What?
May I ask why?
Kizzy's father won't accept me.
He threatened to send Leon to prison if he continued to see me.
That's when I suggested that we run off together.
And I agreed.
So you two...
Yeah. They're both on the run for love.
But we don't know exactly where we want to go yet.
Right. We need some more time to think about it.
Yeah, and yeah, normally I would disagree with you, but after seeing him send all those people, screw her dad. He's terrible. He makes Leon look innocent. Did you tell Ryuki?
I have told him that I am safe and sound.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you weren't kidnapped.
I am so sorry that I worried you.
Yeah. I'm sorry about all this, you guys.
You okay? Are you cold?
It is snowing outside, but do not worry about us. My heart is burning strong.
Okay. About BB.
I suppose Big Sis has already told you everything. Big Sis and I lived in the same home for 6 years. But I never thought my Big Sis was my Big Sis's Big Sis.
So confusing.
Anyway, Mizuki Date, I will call you Little Big Sis from now on. And you, Mizuki Kuranushi, I will call you Big Big Sis.
Still, just as confusing.
Yeah, I don't follow. Well, I mean, I followed that one, but I don't know if I agree with it. Mizuki is BB's clone. Date already knows this. BB told him. But Kizuna and Leon don't know this yet. They think they're just sisters. I mean, what is a clone but a sibling? Perfect place to accidentally land. Why are you pretending to be Gen?
I know that Horodori Institute and Nyes are both caught up in the HB case. Gen was created at the Institute, and he was acquaintances with Tokiko. So, by borrowing his mask, I could snoop on Tokiko and other members of Horodori Institute.
But why do you still look like that here?
Horodori Institute and Nyes people come here all the time. Imitating Gen makes it easier to eavesdrop on them.
Why reveal now?
I'm gonna be honest, this has gotten way out of hand. I can't do this on my own. We need to work together to stop their plan.
Their plan?
Yeah, their Nirvana Initiative. So first, I contacted Mizuki Kuranushi.
Date and I met 6 years ago. He knew how to get a hold of me.
I shared everything I had, then told her to find you, Mizuki.
To help stop them?
Basically.
Okay, let me just reread that. Everything's getting confusing now. Shared everything I had, told her to... I contacted Mizuki, and then I told her to find you, Mizuki. Ugh. Brain. Okay, so yeah, they're confirming that we were playing as her 6 years ago. That does pretty much confirm that. Oh. Who is the corpse?
Let's talk about it later. Trust me, if I explain it now, it'll only confuse you.
Oh, now you're worried about confusing me? Let me just say one thing.
What? Do you have more insults to hurl at me for missing 6 years of your life?
No, it's not that. Maybe she just wanted to hear you say, Mizuki, you've grown so much, or something emotional like that.
No, not that either.
Ah, right. For you, it's been 6 years. For me, it's different. I've been back for 4 days dressed like this. I've been watching you guys the whole time, so I don't really have anything sappy to say.
I told you it's not that!
I'm home. Welcome back. Is that what you wanted to hear?
All right, okay. Let me try this again. Mizuki? I'm home.
Welcome back, Date. But that's not what I wanted to say. I threw away all your porno bags.
Wow, that was a great one. There was like a wavelength there. Poor Date. It's over for you. The part before that, I was ready to tear up, and then that happened. Just because I remember.
Welcome back, Date.
I remember that Somnium, and it made me tear up for sure. God damn it. This is never gonna... You know what? We have plenty of Impish. If this doesn't work, I give up. So let's just go... Wait, no. Stu is Impit. No, that's crazy. Damn. That's fine. I forgot which one was Impish now. Where's the real guy?
I don't know. Not here.
It's fine. I know where he is. Don't you have an idea too?
Wait.
Okay, I'll ask again. What's the deal with the corpse? Why is it in the freezer?
It's better that you see for yourself.
Let me just show you.
Another corpse?
No, not one more.
Not one at all.
It's half.
I wasn't done. No, I'm going back. Let me go back. Oh no! Okay, so they're gonna go over that now. If it lets me go to the menu at all. I thought we were playing as her for a minute.
Finished reading the file.
Yeah.
Now do you understand? Now you know whose left half is in the freezer. Jin. Jin Furue.
That's what he really looks like.
And this body?
Uru Somizuki. Terror. He murdered 3 people 6 years ago. Jin, Chikara, and Andy's Komeiji.
Oh, thank God. Okay, I'm sorry. I have to go back. There's 2 questions I didn't think we were gonna miss, but... Okay, let's get these out of the way before we continue.
Bibi.
What?
Oh, nothing. I just wanted to call you by that name.
When did you find out about the corpse?
Last night. Date called me out of the blue. He told me about the corpse. And how he was pretending to be Genny. And everything else he knew.
Oh, so those are so tiny, but I still, you never know when it's going to go on to a long, like, optional thing, so, whoops. Okay.
This box.
A box? What's inside? Well, we'll find out in a second. It's destroyed. Come on. Tokiko must have written this. His right half. You know, we're not gonna meme. There's a safe. We're not gonna meme. We're done memeing, I'm pretty sure. Okay. And that flag. BB. Baron Pervert. You've changed?
That outfit was so hard to move in. With the wireframe and all the stuffing.
I don't blame you. Are they okay? They aren't here right now. We split at Brahmin.
They're not going far away, are they?
They should be fine. They said they were going to think hard about where to go.
About Jin?
I don't need to explain it. You should already know.
Jin Furue, the child of Tokiko and Chikara.
He was born with a rare and complicated disease. It caused inoperable tumors to grow in the right half of his body.
Jin might have had it worst of all. He got his first transplant when he was really young. I don't think he wanted to take organs from Uru. Remember what it said in Uru's diary? He said he wanted to apologize. I think he is referring to Jin.
So you think the transplant was done against Jin's will?
I'm not positive, but that's just the feeling I get.
I do not doubt that. When did you get here?
Only a few hours ago, around 1 a.m.
I asked Leon to open the door to the staircase.
So the lock you mentioned earlier.
That's right. The lock to the staircase door.
That's when I asked them about their plans to run away together.
Then the 4 of us headed down the stairs. Leon carried Kizuno down.
And that's when we found the corpse on the ritual platform.
Okay. How did you find out?
I used Marco's X-ray function. Marco? The name of my AI ball in my left eye. He's pretty shy. He doesn't talk much. Unlike someone else I know.
Excuse me, are you talking about me?
Mm-hmm. I know Aiba really well. We were partners 6 years ago. When I was hired at Abyss, I was supposed to get Marco transplanted into my left eye. But he wasn't finished yet. So instead, I got Aiba.
But Aiba and Date.
Yeah, Aiba and Date were kind of fighting at the time. And I needed to see if I was compatible with an AI ball at all, so...
Oh my god. That's a good way to write it. Because this whole time I was like, what was Aiba's top secret mission? She was just in her eye. God damn it.
I see. I apologize. I do not remember anything from back then.
Because of the explosion, right?
Yes.
It's kinda sad. I made so many memories with you, Aiba.
Okay, that makes perfect sense. Because, like, I remember she said she ran away from home because Date was being a pervert or something. And then she went to Boss's house and got put on a top secret mission. If she went to Boss's house, there's her kid, so they probably would have met, and that is very interesting. Why were they fighting?
Well, you see, I was so preoccupied with my work.
No. It was because you tried watching VR porn while Aiba was still in your left eye.
That does sound like something that would make me very angry.
I told you a million times, it was just a watermelon splitting video.
Oh boy. What happened up until now?
I wanted to ask Shoma about the genetic experiments, so I visited him.
And I looked like Gen, so it didn't raise any concerns.
He told me a lot.
About his body and his older sister. And about the hidden safe.
That's what we came here for. Wait,
Shoma has an older sister?
Yeah.
You know her well.
Kizuna and Iris' friend.
A mermaid at Sunfish Pocket.
A mame doi.
Really?
So, oh god, when we were like joking with him about the kotatsu, being under the kotatsu and all that stuff, and at his house and stuff, we were actually BB during that. So we didn't even the recent stuff. Well, because when was the recent stuff? I'm so sorry. This game has forced me to do this. I take no responsibility here. When was the last time we actually went and talked to... It was right here. No, it was right here. No, he was in the hospital on that one. And we gave him chocolate and he said deja vu. And then we went to the optional timeline where we saw him again. Okay, so somewhere over here we were joking about his sister. So we wouldn't have actually learned it regardless. About the terror.
I can't really say anything more than what's in the file.
Mizuki. He's the child that was kidnapped from Iowan when he was 6.
It was Chikara and Tokiko who took him. They wanted to make him Jin Furue's donor.
So for over a decade, they did surgery after surgery, giving more and more of Uru to Jin. Half of his face, too.
Wait, did you say that backwards? They wanted to make him... donor, yeah. I felt like that, like Jin was donating to him, but...
The skin he lost was replaced by an artificial skin made of carbon chitin.
Just weird wording.
Half his face was transplanted onto Jin's as well.
Right. And it was only half because Jin had a percent-shaped birthmark on the left side of his face.
A holy symbol for the Order of Percent. It was considered sacred.
And Chikara, being a devoted follower, couldn't get himself to rip that skin off.
Which is why the left half of Jin's face was left untouched.
And after all those transplants, Jin's body ended up being cut in half.
6 years later, February of this year, Uru's body was cut in half.
So what was discovered was Jin's right half and Uru's left half.
Jin and Uru are essentially mirror images of one another.
So when the police were identifying Uru's body, they got their DNA sample to compare against from Jin's organs.
We already learned all this.
And because those were originally taken from Uru, it naturally follows that they match.
So that's why...
That is the mistake that caused investigators to believe that they were the same person.
I've been wondering, 6 years ago, why did Uru cut the bodies in half?
That was for the Nirvana Initiative, right?
Yeah, but what does that have to do with the plan? And speaking of, is the Nirvana Initiative still happening? I mean, after all, Terror's dead.
Right. The mastermind is dead. But you saw it. On the night of the 13th, on the rooftop of Misatan.
Oh. With the timeline? With the timeline, this actually adds up too? Because there wouldn't have been 2 rocket launches. There was only 1 rehearsal, right? And I thought, like, why did we know about that in the past? But Mama, when we went to talk to her as Ryuki, she said, yeah, there was a explosion nearby, so people are getting away from there, and they're coming over, you know, here to eat, to stay away or something. That was just Ryuki down the present timeline. I think it's actually like right next to the end, right? The rocket would have been while we were looking for Amame, yeah. Because Gen also mentioned it right before we synced with Amame. Okay, things are starting to actually piece together a little bit now.
That was Terror. It was definitely Uru's voice, but Uru should have been dead.
Perhaps his voice was recorded.
Either way, the rehearsal happened even after Terror died.
Which means...
the main event will likely still happen as well.
Yeah, it's safe to assume it will proceed as planned.
But I still don't understand the full scope of the Nirvana Initiative.
When? Where? How? We are completely in the dark.
Why don't you ask the culprit?
Yeah, good idea. Hey, Uru, what's up with your plan, you asshole?
No, that's not what I meant. There are other culprits.
Whoever killed Uru and Tokiko.
You believe they might know something about the Nirvana Initiative?
I don't know for sure, but they at least might have some clues.
We don't have enough information yet. Looks like we're gonna need some extra help.
Help?
Over here. Come with me.
No. Alright, wherever they're taking me, I want to examine that box first. I should have done this first, but I thought this was the goal. I don't know. Really, it's so hard to tell what the actual goal is that advances the story.
What's this? There's some kind of device in there.
It appears to be a jet-like nozzle device.
That's... jet-like nozzle device. That's all you have on that?
The box appears to have some kind of jet-like nozzle device inside.
Alright, I guess we're just ignoring that. Alright, now we're back.
There's nothing over here.
You would think that, right? But check this out. Open sesame!
Marco, please.
Want to meet Marco.
What is this?
As you can see, it's a hidden passage.
But why is it here?
Let's get moving.
Why wouldn't it be in this kind of place? That is like the least out of place thing I've seen.
What?
Okay, what?
What does this mean?
It means exactly what you see.
There are 2 cathedrals?
That's right.
Mizuki, look.
Ryuki.
I'm here too.
Tama.
How is Ryuki doing?
Terrible.
It was a bad idea to show him this place. He's been like this for hours.
Is he still... Okay, we get to hear Tama now, thank God. It's been a while. Actually, I don't know. I don't know how I felt about her. Nothing, others must have lit it. I don't know how I felt about her before, but like she's a very good addition to the cast. Stupid, shameless man. 2 cathedrals.
Marco, can you send Aiba the data?
Got it. Opening it. It is a cross-section of the 2 cathedrals.
You get it now? There's one on the east and one on the west.
Terror blew up the west one. This one, right here.
Which happens to be the same side Ryuki met Terror. What he called his execution chamber.
On the east side was Uru's corpse and Tokiko's file.
And that mysterious box.
The one connected to the Nice building is the east one. You can take the elevator up to the president's office.
Huh. Why 2?
Beats me.
Maybe it has something to do with what Nice believes. 2 and 1. I think they were obsessed with that.
She seems a little pissed. Yeah, about Ryuki.
Do you hate Ryuki? Of course I do. I want to shove a pipe in his mouth and stir up his organs. 6 years ago, It made my heart condition worse. It affected my work. I can't investigate properly if I have to go to the hospital all the time. But when I heard you recently joined Abyss, I shadowed you. And February 10th, when you went to the stadium, I got there before you and found the corpse. At the time, I had no clue it was Uru's left half, but I knew it had to do with the HB case from 6 years ago. I told you before that the one thing I wanted was for you to live a normal life. I couldn't let you get caught up in this case. I had to stop you. That's why...
Yeah, or the...
I see.
Rubber bullet.
You shot at Mizuki to dissuade her from finding the corpse.
Oh boy. I'm glad they're taking so much time to like explain why this twist works, because this twist is kind of, I don't know, it's so far out there that it's taking a while to really sink in. What's her type? A quiet person. Oh, that's loving. We're still not enough? God damn it. Okay. I don't know what's going to advance it here. Are you okay?
He appears to at least be breathing.
He might not be if there was rope and a branch in here. This has been eating at Ryuki for the past 6 years. He regretted what he did and blamed himself. He betrayed Date and shot Mizuki Kuranushi with stun bullets. And what happened to Mizuki, Date, and Kizuna on top of that? Yeah, Terror detonated the bomb, but it was Ryuki who told Date about this place. If he never did, Kizuna and Mizuki wouldn't have been hurt. That's what's been plaguing him. He started drinking, which made the whole thing worse.
I don't care if he feels bad about it. I still don't forgive him.
Easy. He had his reasons.
I also implemented a self-destruct program. If I activate it, she'll be lost forever.
Yeah. There are a lot of things that make sense during the ending, the explosion end here too now. There's talking about like, surprised you would, not listen. You're supposed to shoot Date. And that actually happened after he was threatened right there. What about the self-destruct program in Tama?
I was overhauled completely during maintenance a few years back, and that function was deleted. That's when Ryuki opened up about what happened.
Why didn't you share this earlier?
I couldn't. Ryuki betrayed Abyss. He did something you can't come back from. I couldn't let anyone find out.
So you protected him.
It's the same reason I didn't upload the investigation data from 6 years ago. I made an oath. No matter what, I will protect Ryuki.
But Ryuki himself could have informed us sooner.
You should know why he didn't do that. Why he gave in to Terra's demands.
He wanted to protect his loved ones.
Wouldn't you do the same?
Isn't that that's kind of the theme that's going on in this game. Gen, Leon, Date and his porno mags. About Kizuna.
I heard. So she eloped, huh? It had nothing to do with the video. It was just Ryuki's active imagination.
Why are you here?
Date called me.
Yeah. I told him to head over to the other cathedral.
Does that mean he saw Uru's corpse in Tokiko's file?
He did, yep. And then he came here through the hidden passage.
How do we fix him?
Ryuki, you made a mistake. But lying around here in all your misery isn't gonna fix anything. If you really regret what you did, solve this case. That's the only way to atone. Ryuki, I remember one night we went out drinking. You told me about your little brother. You always talk about him when you drink. You made him a promise, right? You said, I'll become a hero of justice. If I've fallen, I just need to get back up again. You used to say it all the time. It doesn't matter how many times you fall. As long as you have a body to do it, you climb back up again. Come on, Ryuki. Climb above the debris. It doesn't matter if you're pitiful. It doesn't matter if you show vulnerability. You struggle, you crawl, and you make it back to the top. That's what we do. That's what makes us human.
Mr. Date. Everyone,
Ryuki, now's not the time to cry. Come climb up here.
You mean?
Don't get me wrong. I'll only forgive you after we solve this case. So...
Okay.
Is that enough to fix him though? Like he was losing it for the whole present time. After that, we all shared our information. I believe even sometimes in the past, it seemed like he was losing his mind, you know, which lines up with it was the past, but like some of his events took place in the present. And you could tell he was losing it. Oh my god, I'm just gonna keep thinking about all this nonsense. Aiba, Tama, and Marco shared everything on the local network. Can we listen to him? Date received everything as well via the device implanted in his eye socket. Why doesn't he just get another eyeball? Anything that wasn't recorded electronically, we shared verbally. Everything from 6 years ago, everything from this year. All the information, including Insomnia, from the top to bottom.
First thing on the agenda is stopping the Nirvana Initiative.
When, where, how? We don't know anything about it.
We should know everything except where. Tama shared all her data, right?
I did receive the information.
I didn't give it a close look. Ryuki, can you tell us more about the Nirvana Initiative?
Yeah, I'll explain everything in order. First, Terror, Uru, created a video.
Oh, I have to click on him. Oh, I'm so glad he sounds normal now. A guy whose little head does all the thinking. She's gotten over Ryuki. I don't know about that.
Don't worry about me. You should talk to Ryuki.
Why are you talking to me? It's Ryuki's turn, isn't it?
I don't know. You were green. About the video.
Uru created 3 videos. QR video, Nirvana Trial, and Nirvana X. The QR video was the first.
The QR code on the signboard in Jin's body. That was a link to the video, right?
Right. So it was first made public 6 years ago, on February 10th. The motive was...
Merely a small part of my plan. It's the prototype.
There were stories about people who went missing after watching the video, but...
It's just an urban legend.
It was actually the second video that caused people to go missing. The Nirvana Trial.
Legitimately?
It was uploaded on February 9th.
Back when Uru was still alive.
But what for?
I think it was a beta version of Nirvana X, the third video, for testing purposes for the main event.
Testing what?
There was a code, like BATS 490 in the Nirvana Trial video. That code led to the Eastern Cathedral. The coordinates led to the staircase.
Yeah, but that door has tons of locks.
Right, but the staircase had another code. By solving that, you could collect the numerous keys located all over the city. And those who did solve everything would be able to unlock the door to the Eastern Cathedral. Did you notice the box? Inside was a device that shot TC Purge. If you open the box, it triggers.
Okay. About that.
When it enters the brain, it can even overwrite the DNA structure inside neurons. It can make you see things, make you dance. It makes you do weird things over and over.
And it spreads in the air. If this virus gets out somehow, the human race is in for a rough trip. Can you picture it? The whole world going crazy. People everywhere doing unpredictable things.
Yeah.
Crazy things.
That's Tuesday.
Over.
I'll be honest. I contracted TC Purge because I opened the box.
But it's okay. Ryuki has developed a resistance to it. And he can't spread it either. Having said that, TC Purge is still a problem.
He developed a resistance. Wait, so it's not permanent? If you just wait it out, you're good? Huh.
Before the body develops a resistance, it can spread. Not to mention the neurons that are damaged can't be repaired.
That's why Ryuki was acting weird.
Is that what it looked like? When I was infected with TC Purge, my symptoms got worse. Disorientation, short-term memory loss, hallucinations.
He's been seeing hallucinations for 6 years now. The mental trauma of what happened to his brother.
Mm-hmm. Broken
Anyway,
clocks.
those who solved the code and opened the box contracted TC Purge, and as a result, they started acting strangely.
And now, there are people dancing and rioting in the streets. And a lot of suicides.
I see. These people would have no motivation to return home.
That's why so many people went missing.
In other words, Uru's experiments were a success. He's dead now, but his plan is still alive.
I'm guessing his lackeys are carrying out the plan now. To raise the curtain on the main event.
Okay, main event.
I think I know what they're gonna do. They're gonna shoot the rocket somewhere.
With TC Purge on the warhead.
The rocket will explode.
And the virus will spread?
Yeah.
Most likely, yes.
Tons of people will get infected with TC Purge.
It will grow in their bodies.
And inevitably spread.
From one person to another.
If we do things that are beyond the comprehension of a designer, simultaneously, all around the world, bugs will start appearing everywhere.
This will lead all mankind to reach moksha, an emancipation from this fictional world.
Next is the Nirvana Initiative.
The amount of times they've
Even if this
repeated that.
Nirvana thing turns out to be bullshit, the virus itself is a problem.
Right. I don't know if it will really cause glitches to appear or anything, but it'll be mass hysteria.
There is already an uptick in suicides.
When is the plan gonna happen?
The final video, Nirvana X, is already public.
There's a 7-digit number, which is probably a time and a date.
February 15th, 12 o'clock.
Noon, today.
Aiba, what time is it now?
7:55 a.m.
We barely have 4 hours left.
That's not the nil number, right? Where is it gonna happen?
Well,
we don't know.
My guess is the other letters that were in the video are some kind of code too. Maybe they point to a location.
No. I converted the letters to numbers and checked the coordinates.
It's an area in the Pacific Ocean. No land around. I don't think those coordinates are where the plan is happening.
Then where could it be?
Oh, I remember something BB said earlier. The culprit who killed Uru and Tokiko. Maybe they have a clue.
Right.
Well, in that case, there is one person.
Right? I don't know. I wanted to guess before they came up, but I have no idea. The only people I can think of who would like want to get, you know, actual justice are Shoma. Shoma? No, Shoma wouldn't have killed both. His robot was used in the stadium, though. Shoma? Shoma Amame. Those are the only two people that like I'm actually like somewhat suspicious of, and there's still some unanswered stuff.
I don't know if they're the culprit, but they might have some valuable information. I
Okay.
didn't know where to find them before, but I've got a good idea now. That person, she's probably with Shoma.
Is it both of them? Whoa! Wow, they booked it.
I understand. I'll tell you the truth.
Big sis!
Amame.
The corpse in the freezer at Brahmin. I'm the reason it's there. It's my fault.
Yeah.
6 years ago, February 11th, my father called me here. Shoma wasn't here. Only my father and half a corpse.
Mommy told us that the Jin's body was hidden under the floor, the same body half that was in the suitcase. And Mommy said that she'd take care of it. She brought in Gen, they stored it in the freezer. But who killed them then?
Genny didn't do anything wrong. I asked him to do it. And Shoma has nothing to do with this. He just found out too.
Mame, that's not what we're here to ask.
We're looking for the person who killed Terror and Tokiko.
What? Terror is dead?
It was a robot. We don't have time to explain. We told them about Terror's identity and the Nirvana Initiative as quickly as we could.
You can tell us more about what you know at the station.
Amame, will you come with us?
No, no! I don't care what you say! You can't take Big Sis away!
I agree with Shoma. I don't want you taking Amame away.
What's the problem? We just want to talk.
Wait, Amame, did you kill Terror and Tokiko?
What are you saying?
Amame didn't kill anyone.
Yeah, I don't believe that. I don't. That wouldn't really. I feel like if anyone, it would be Shoma that had to have done it. Mommy doesn't know about the institute or anything. How would she cut them? He was experimented on. He knows about the institute. He's also a little kid, though. So, well, I mean, he's in the body of a kid, but he's 18 right now. Gen, I honestly feel doesn't know. You are hardcore. This is gonna be a problem. The fact that he's like this protective right now, that's bad. I don't think Amame did it. We've already been in all 3 of their Somniums too, so I mean, have we ever had? I guess Gen's Somnium was focused on food. Hers was on the quiz. His was only in the house related to his dad. So maybe he has a second Somnium? I don't know. We're going to find out in the next one, though, because this has been a mind... My mind is melting. Like, I know I named an episode, this part broke my brain, but this legitimately has to be named Rebroke My Brain, because I thought I'd figured everything out and I was fine with it, and now it's become rebroken. Although over the course of the episode I've come to understand how everything works. That's great. It's just so much bigger than I thought it was, you know? It was so easy and comfy when it was just, here's the past, here's the present, and now it's like, wait, what? So it's fine though. But yeah, so in the next one, I don't know, one of these 3 is getting synced though. Probably Amame. Kind of sounds like she knows more based on like the fact that they're protecting her. We'll see. So thanks for watching. Let me know if you like it, and I will see you in the next one.